The mystery of friction force. In the video, we see two books with their pages interwoven. A single person tries to pull them apart, but he can't. Then, two people try and fail, and finally, four people struggle but still can't separate the books. Hi everyone! Did you just see that? Four people couldn't pull apart two simple books. It's not glued, taped, or locked. So, what's happening here? The answer lies in one of the most fascinating forces in physics, friction force. Let's dive into the science behind this mysterious strength. What is friction force? Friction is a force that opposes motion between two surfaces in contact. It happens because no surface, not even the smoothest one, is perfectly flat. When two surfaces touch, their tiny irregularities grip onto each other, creating friction. In our book Experiment, the interwoven pages create hundreds of contact points. Each point adds a tiny bit of friction. Combined, these small forces become so strong that even four people pulling with all their might can't separate the books. Amazing, right? Why is friction important? Friction plays a vital role in our daily lives. Without it, you couldn't walk because your shoes would just slide on the ground. Cars couldn't stop. Their tires rely on friction with the road. Even writing with a pen wouldn't work. The ink needs friction to stick to the paper. But friction isn't always helpful. Think about machines where friction creates heat and wears down parts. That's why engineers use lubricants like oil to reduce friction and keep machines running smoothly. Different types of friction. There are different kinds of friction depending on the situation. Static friction. This is the strongest kind. It prevents objects from starting to move, like when you're trying to push a heavy box and it doesn't budge. Kinetic friction. Once the box starts moving, it's easier to keep it sliding. That's because moving friction is weaker than static friction. Rolling friction. This happens with wheels. It's much smaller than sliding friction, which is why cars and bicycles are so efficient. Back to our books. So why can't we separate those books? It's because each interwoven page adds static friction. The more pages you add, the more friction there is. Even though each page contributes a small force, together they create an enormous amount of resistance. This simple experiment is a perfect example of how small forces, when added together, can have a big impact. Just like teamwork in real life. The next time you grip your phone, tie your shoelaces or drive a car, think about the incredible force of friction working quietly behind the scenes. It's not just a nuisance that slows things down. It's a fundamental force that makes life as we know it possible. Thanks for watching. It is Physics. See you next time.